Imagine the thrill of finding a rare historical document written by Pontius Pilate himself, the Roman governor responsible for the crucifixion of Jesus. Now, imagine discovering that this letter reveals something surprising: Pilate's deep regret for his decision and a detailed account of the events that followed. More than that, the letter sent to Emperor Tiberius describes not only the trial and death of Christ, but an event that would change everything: his resurrection. And within this testimony, Pilate does something that few could have expected. He accurately describes the appearance of Jesus, revealing details that are not found in the Gospels. In this video, we will explore the content of this extraordinary letter and understand what Pilate really said about the man called Son of God. I invite you to watch carefully and reflect on the words of this account. And before we dive into this revelation, leave your like, subscribe to the channel if you are not already subscribed, and activate the bell so you don't miss any content like this. Now, let's get to know this impressive description of Jesus. The letter begins with a formal greeting from Pontius Pilate to Tiberius Caesar. He recounts the arrival of a man who seemed beyond human comprehension, someone whose presence was revered by the multitudes. This man was Jesus Christ. Pilate points out that although he was seen as a teacher of truth, many believed he was more than just a prophet. His followers called him the Son of God because they witnessed amazing miracles, impossible healings, raising the dead, and a mastery over the laws of nature that defied all logic of the time. Now imagine the impact of these words on Emperor Tiberius, a Roman governor, an eyewitness to the events, reporting on a man with divine abilities. Pilate goes on to describe the intense admiration Jesus aroused in many, but also the envy and fury he provoked among the religious leaders. This conflict would culminate in his arrest, trial, and execution. The most intriguing part of the letter, however, is the physical description of Jesus. Pilate describes every detail of his appearance, as if he wanted to immortalize his image for those who never had the chance to see him. Jesus is portrayed as a tall man, with a striking presence, whose face inspired both love and respect. His hair, a golden brown tone, fell naturally to his shoulders, parted at the top of his head in a similar way to the Nazarene style. His skin was clear, without imperfections, and his gaze carried a depth that seemed to reach the heart of whoever looked at him. Pilate also highlights that Jesus' eyes were of a surprisingly clear and bright color, capable of transmitting a strength that dispensed with words. Just one look from him could reprove, comfort, or teach. His beard, thick and slightly forked, had the same color as his hair. It was a face of singular beauty, but not just a physical beauty. There was something transcendental about it, as if his very presence carried an indescribable peace. The narrative moves on to the crucial moments of the crucifixion. Pilate describes how, upon condemning Jesus, he felt an immense weight on his conscience. He reports that, at the moment of the execution, nature seemed to react in a supernatural way. The sky darkened in broad daylight, the sun disappeared, and a profound silence took over the city. There is also a detail that makes this account even more impactful. Pilate claims that witnesses saw the dead coming out of their tombs and walking around the city. After Jesus' death, rumors about his resurrection began. Pilate reports that soldiers were sent to the tomb to investigate the rumors. But when they got there, the body had disappeared. Some witnesses claimed to have seen Jesus alive, talking to his disciples. This mystery made Pilate question the true nature of this man. The letter ends with a personal confession from the Roman governor. He admits that he has never been the same since that encounter with Jesus. The impact of his presence, his words, and the extraordinary events that followed marked his life forever. He says goodbye to Tiberius, leaving a profound reflection in the air. Could he have unknowingly condemned someone who was beyond human comprehension? This letter, lost in time, brings us one of the most intriguing accounts of Jesus Christ. And now I want to know, what is your opinion about this testimony? Leave a comment, respecting the opinions of others. And if you liked the video, support the channel by liking it, subscribing, and sharing it with someone who is also on this journey of faith. May God bless you, and we will see you in the next video.